Hey guys, how you doing? It's Brad, and I'm so excited about my next guest. Today's guest is Dina Burlage. Now, Dina has been in real estate since 2015 and is part of a dynamic duo with her sister-in-law, Tracy. Now, Dina was raised in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles and moved to San Clemente in 2003. Dina and her partner, Tracy, primarily service the Orange County area. However, she does sell homes all over California. Dina has two children, Kyle and Kendra, who have both moved away from home now. So Dina and her husband, Troy, moved closer to the beach and are official empty nesters.
Yes.
Now, when Dina isn't selling homes, she and Troy enjoy going to the gym, walking the beach trails, golfing, drinking champagne, and of course, she likes to eat bacon. Oh, and while she's eating bacon and sipping champagne, she likes to listen to yacht rock. Welcome, Dina. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me on. I love it that you got my whole thing there.
See, you like that?
I do.
I love bacon as well. Yeah, I mean,
gotta love bacon.
Who can't, right? I mean,
right.
Unbelievable. Especially, I like crispy bacon though.
I like it all.
People say bacon can go with anything.
I've wrapped it around everything. Oh yeah, bacon and champagne.
So Dina, it looks like you're with Pacific Sotheby's.
Yes, yeah, I joined Pacific Sotheby's in 2019, end of 2019, and just love it here.
Wow, right before COVID hit, right?
Right before COVID. Actually, I sold a house. I closed on a house the day that we went into lockdown. So it was actually the closing.
Money's tucked away.
Yeah, the closing gift was included a thing of toilet paper.
Yes. Hey, that was a hot commodity, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that was a crazy time.
What did so did COVID affect your business in a negative way or I mean, I don't think so.
It's so crazy. I don't know how it was for you up there. I mean, everybody was kind of going crazy the past couple of years, but April and May of 2020 it was scary. There was nothing going on. And then all of a sudden, boom. Yeah. We had a lot of people wanting to sell their houses, a lot of people moving out of state. Yeah. And then our buyers were coming in from either out of state as well, or a lot of people from up north wanting to be in San Clemente. So we actually had our best year ever.
I bet.
In 2020. So
yeah, I really found that like you, we got really nervous and, you just didn't know what to do. And I found that people who could start working from home could work anywhere. And people who are in their homes, in a smaller home, were going crazy and just needed a place, maybe a different, bigger place or a place with a pool or something. So I found that in some of as COVID got further and further normalized, I could market stuff like, isn't this the type of home you'd like to, be quarantined in?
Yeah.
Because we had to think of that, right, Dina? It was crazy. You just didn't know what was going to happen.
And offices, the wife has an office here, a husband has an office here, and then a place for the kids to have school.
That's exactly correct, which is nuts. I mean, you're an empty nester now, but I think you had one at home. God. Did you have one at home?
We had, my son graduated college, but he came back and he was working from home.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So that was interesting. And then my daughter came back just for a little bit during the summer. And then once she was able to go back to school, she's at Washington State. When she was able to go back to school, she did, even though it was online. So, but I am very thankful that I can't even imagine what people had to go through with school age kids and teaching. And
my kids, thank God, are so my kids I have twins and they're 16, they're in 11th grade. So we didn't have to teach them. I mean, they're probably smarter than me.
I wouldn't even know what to do, right?
So like, Dad, I didn't have to I'm like, what?
Let's Google that.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
I grew up in the Valley, okay? With Dina.
Yes, total Valley.
Let me ask you, first of all, one of my daughters are actually looking at Washington State as well. Is it a good school?
Oh my God, my daughter loves it. It's not the easiest school to get to.
Right.
But my daughter loves just the vibe of, I mean, it's a true university campus. You got the college football. I mean, everybody there is going.
I'm a big
So
UCLA
yeah.
fan, so we play Washington State.
Yeah, we love both of our kids went to Pac-12 schools.
Yeah,
so we were like, yes.
And for those of you out there who are listening and watching us on YouTube, Dina and I have known each other for, I mean, we haven't seen each other. We were just saying for 30 years. I stalk her on Facebook, so I had to have her on because just as beautiful as she is right now, she was just as beautiful, if not even more, when we were growing up. She was a heartthrob, you guys.
Oh my God.
But the this person, just you know, you really have always I've always really liked and enjoyed being around you. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Brad. Oh my God, we go way back, right?
Yes, I know. We're aging ourselves just a little, but that's okay. Once you say you're an empty nester, you kind of let the cat out of the bag, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But so what advice could you give someone who is thinking about getting into real estate?
Definitely call and connect with every single person you know and let them know that you're in real estate. You know, I was doing the door knocking and all of those other things, but I mean, it really came down to the people that I knew and then them referring them to, you know, friends to use us. And that was huge.
Right.
And social media, you know, sometimes, you know, you don't want to post, but wow, it just, you know, just getting your name out there and
watching what you post though, right?
Yeah. I can't post everything.
You know, there's Republicans, there's Democrats, there's all sorts of people you can upset. So I try to keep mine really vanilla and, you know,
like, let's get it back to just the family and you know, posting pictures of friends.
Remember when you were growing up, you didn't discuss religion or politics. Now people have no problem, just like, boom. And you're like, whoa, don't you remember what your parents taught you? They told you never to do that.
No politics, no religion. Like, I don't care what you think. Don't care what let's just go on and
let me just work for you and do a really good job.
There you go. I agree.
Where do you, Tracy, and next time we'll have to have Tracy on as well.
Yeah.
I didn't invite her only because I just hadn't seen you in so long and I just wanted to make it all about you. And then I figure we can bring Tracy next time.
Absolutely. So Tracy is actually my sister-in-law. So my husband's youngest sister.
That's the same last name.
And so Troy. And so she's obviously from the Valley too. My husband's from Chatsworth.
So did she go to Chatsworth?
She went to Chatsworth High.
Now, is she similar in age?
She's, I think, 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a lot of fun working together and now, you know, we live a couple miles away from each other. She has two boys, they're teenagers, and you know,
what a small world.
Great. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I look forward to meeting
her. She's fun.
And your husband.
Yeah.
Let me see. So where do you think real estate's headed?
Oh my gosh, to infinity and beyond. No, it's just so, right. I mean, I don't know about you. I was just looking at the inventory down here. It's the lowest it's been for, oh my God, forever.
Your inventory every day. I'm going.
Calm down. So there's only 1,350 homes in Orange County right now. And then I live in San Clemente right now, and there's only 32 on the market right now, which is, it's insane. So I think just with the low inventory and then interest rates being good, I think prices are still going to go up. It'll be interesting. I'm seeing a lot of people maybe getting second homes or, you know, investors coming in. So who knows?
Let me ask you, I know a lot of people, as I told you, that live out your way. And I always hear San Clemente's town is so cool. Yeah. I heard it's like a really cool vibe, right? What do you love about it?
I love it. Well, I'm like 100% beach girl. Like when growing up in the Valley, I would leave school,
Yeah, we all
after
would.
school, I would leave. I was at the
Zuma
beach all
6.
the time. No, so it's funny. I didn't really go to Zuma 6. I would go over to Santa Monica. I would go over to Will Rogers, and I was there all the time. So to live by the beach right now is just, I'm just love it. So grateful
Down
for
there a
that.
couple of weeks ago, and my wife and I we just felt like we were in a different world.
It's just, and because it's, between LA and San Diego, it's
Right.
just a great vibe, and it's a small town vibe still. And
I
we
heard
are
it's a lot of
hoping that
fun.
it keeps. Yeah.
I heard that it's just a total beach town, and it's the coolest place to visit, San Clemente.
Yeah. Well, next time you're down, definitely give us a
I
call. I
will, for
love,
sure.
my husband, we were out at a restaurant and a nice steakhouse,
Mhm.
but because of where we live, people come in and they're in their flip flops and hat, or they're dressed up. It doesn't
Like
matter.
Hawaii.
It doesn't
Right.
care. Yeah. Kind of like Hawaii vibe,
That's
just
great.
chill, like by the beach. So I'm loving
And if
it
you're
down
gonna have
here.
any problems at all, it's just nice to be by the beach.
Yes. Love seeing the ocean. It's my favorite thing. We go on beach trail walks every day,
That's
every
awesome.
single day.
Listen,
Yeah.
I love the ocean so much that I waited till I was 50 and I got a tattoo from here to about right here. And it's sunset, the ocean, the sand, and then in the sand it says gratitude.
Oh, I love that. You need to show that.
I will. I know. People see it in pictures when I'm on vacation and on Facebook, and they're like, "You have ink." I'm like, "Yes," but I waited till I was 50, so I knew I wanted it.
I wouldn't know what to get, but probably something with the beach theme.
I lost. You know what? I lost both my parents. So I put a couple birds to represent them. But for me, the ocean and the sunsets, it's my happy place. It like really fills my heart with like just extreme happiness. So I had to put something, since I don't live at the beach, I had to put something that would remind me of what makes me happy.
There you go. Well, hopefully we'll get you down this way.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
So let me ask you, what do you think has added to you being such a successful agent?
Gosh, I think just my personality. No, just kidding.
Well, that for sure. What else?
It's funny. Like I said, I tried when I first got in, tried the door knocking, like I said, and all of those things, that you should be doing marketing and stuff. But I realized that I love hosting parties.
Yeah.
I love hosting events and connecting with people. And that has really made us, successful. Tracy too. She just loves, connecting with people, and that one-on-one has really gotten us far. And then a lot of our business now is just on referrals from past clients or from friends. Yeah. So
keep that up. That is the secret right there.
Yeah. And hey, if I can host more events and go more networking stuff, right?
And, for me, it's been 24 years, and
I so wish I did.
And I started out door knocking like nonstop, right? And now I just do a lot of dropping and mailing. But the same with you is it's all referral. I mean, probably 95% of the business I get is either past clients or referral.
And that's the best ever, because that somebody is talking, good about you.
Right. And I'm a big believer in client satisfaction and really being there. I answer my phone all the time. Yeah. I always want to make sure that people know I'm there. I used to, when I was a younger agent, I used to say like, oh, I can't hang out with that guy. He's a real estate agent. I can't do this. They're real estate agents. And I don't have that anymore. Like, I'm like, there's so much business to go around. If someone wants to use them, I'll use them. If I'm with a real estate agent and one of their friends walks up, I don't try to get their business. I don't care. Like, it just doesn't matter anymore.
Well, and everybody knows at least 5 real estate agents that are their friends or family or whatever. It's like, if you want to work with us, give us a call, or, bring us to the table. We'll show you what we could do. But also the connection with other real estate agents is key, because especially if you have a buyer looking for something. You know, we've done a lot of off-market
It's a
stuff,
really
and that
big
is
deal.
key. Yeah.
It is.
To-
It's a really, really big deal. So Dina, tell me you're an empty nester now. What's an
yes.
average morning for, for
Oh, I absolutely love my morning routine. And I've done this when the kids were with us too, but I wake up at 4:45 every day and I jump on. Have you heard of the 5 a.m. call with
no, I have not.
Sharon Shrivasta? So he's a real estate agent. He started this 5 a.m. call. It lasts like 5 minutes. Inspiration. So I get on that call and then right after, journal, visualize. I read like 30 minutes or so, or a chapter,
Right.
and then I go right to the gym. And then lately, actually this started, so my husband started joining me in this kind of morning routine. And then we now hit the beach trail every morning after,
I
and
would
that
love
just
that.
totally clears your mindset. And anytime I miss kind of that morning routine, my whole day is
It's
a
off,
little
right?
off. So, I know there's a lot of stuff on mindset, and I mean, my morning routine is,
I'm a
I
big
just
believer in that.
love it. Yeah, love
I
it.
meditate every day.
Oh, that's good. That's one thing like I want to do. I've tried it a couple of times, but I haven't like put that in
I
to,
go to the gym every morning like you, or I would do the trails if I was at the beach. But people have to think I'm funny because I've been at Equinox for probably 8 years and 10 years. And every morning after I work out, I go to the mat and I just pick like a corner of the mat. I put my headphones in and I turn on a meditation and I lay there for, 10 to 15 minutes and I visualize. And like you, and I love to like think about my day or think about what I want to accomplish, think about what I'm grateful for. And
I
it's so,
really do think it's key. And I like that you do it at the gym, just kind of because you could find a private
whatever works.
spot. There you go. Very
And I
good.
like it. It just makes me happy. Um, so Dina, a lot of new agents listen to my podcast. I try to gear it really towards helping new agents gather information and see what other top
That's
producers
awesome.
do. What should a new agent do, especially like a new agent with a family? How did you split your time?
Well, I mean, I learned to grab a big calendar.
Yeah.
I have a calendar that I write on, and then on my phone, obviously, but grab a big calendar and block out those vacations, block out those days that, you're gonna be gone. And then time block.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in my morning routine. That's me. And then I'm going to get to the office here, and at the office, I'm going to do this, that, and that. And then once I'm done with the office, and then back to, and of course we get calls, throughout the day, we're negotiating stuff, but it just
deal with it.
we just deal with
I
it.
used to tell my kids, because my wife would laugh. I don't know if I've ever been on vacation where I haven't sold a house.
Well, that's usually when all the stuff comes in.
My wife would be like, I'd be like, listen, you go down to the beach. I'll be there in a couple hours. I'm just going to sell this house. We'll make our commission. And guess what? Guess who's going to be in a great mood the rest of the trip?
Yes.
And my wife would always be like, you're right. And now my wife's my partner. So
Oh my
I brought
gosh.
her into the business a couple of years ago. And she's great. She's, you talk about finding what people are good at. So my wife, we've been together almost 20 years, and before we met and a little bit when we were together, just started dating, she was a people's assistance, not in real estate, just in, other fields. And so she would always tell me, well, my strong point is paperwork and this and that. I'm like, great. So I brought her in, do some paperwork. We fought constantly. Because, I'm such a tyrant at times. And she realized she hated paperwork now. But you know what? She's fantastic with taking buyers out. She's fantastic at doing open houses. She's fantastic at dealing with my clients if I'm busy. She's really, really got a great smile, a great heart. And so she's really added to that part of it. And for me, it's, I could be at two places at once,
That's why I enjoy working with a partner too, and my sister-in-law. So if I'm gone, I know she's got it, vice versa.
That's the only problem for me, because if I'm gone, my wife's gone.
Yeah. Actually, there are some vacations where we're on together. We're who's gonna handle that?
Deal with it.
Oh yeah.
And when you've been doing it a while, it's so much fun anyway. I mean, and like you said, it's relationships. So if I get a call, I usually get a call from agents, especially if I know them. It's like, okay, here, where do you need to be? This is where you want to be. Okay, I just talked to my client. They said, okay, send the paperwork over. Boom. It's, if it's a pain in the butt, then, it's just once in a while, you got to deal with it.
Right.
So I have a feeling I know how you're going to answer this next question. Only because you said a minute ago something, but if you were Marty from Back to the Future, what would old Dina in her wheelchair and cane come back and tell young Dina to do a lot more of, or a lot earlier? What would you tell your young self?
Oh, my young self for real estate,
or anything.
Anything. Oh gosh, anything.
But I think real estate is getting it. You should have gotten in earlier.
Definitely wish I got in earlier. I was telling you a bit earlier off camera, but that I used to be an appraiser, and I loved it, and I should have got my license way back when. That was 1995 or so. But I didn't, and that's fine. I worked with my husband for a while, and that was awesome.
What is your husband do?
So he's in like the post-production industry. We work together. So I worked with my husband, and same thing, that kind of those first few months of working together, we were like, what?
Yeah.
So, gosh, we worked together for, I think almost 15 years, and we loved it. But we worked in the DVD industry. So now there's no DVDs that much anymore, right? So that's when I knew to kind of start in real estate. He stayed with the company, kind of joined the other side of the business and stuff like that. So but gosh, what would I tell myself? I mean, looking at real estate, I got in at 2015, and I think that video on social media was just starting. And I wish, I mean, just since 2015, I wish I posted more and did more of that.
Dina, not to pat myself on the back or anything, but way back when, in like 2005 or 6, they used to have these little camera, they weren't phones, but they were like flip cameras, and you could plug them into your computer. I can't remember the name of them, but buyers would put like questions on like Trulia and stuff, and I would literally take this little stick and I'd go, hey Dina, thanks for asking that question, and I would put it on video. I'd download it to my computer and put it on the websites.
I love it.
Before my time, but nothing.
Well, come on, everybody knows you.
It's fun.
It's just all get your name out there. So.
And I would have probably bought a lot more Amazon.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin.
You and me both. Oh my God, Bitcoin.
Dollar. So who's been your biggest influence in real estate?
Oh, hands down, was my first real estate manager. His name's Gavin Masters, and he has been there to teach us negotiations and gotten us through crazy transactions and motivated us, role played with us. I mean, he truly is I still call him to this day when I'm going through some tough stuff. Yeah. And he's,
those crazy ones will find you when you're a new agent. When you're new, man, it's good to have a good manager like Gavin, because you need someone to really, let you know you're okay.
Definitely has our back. Always is. I mean, he's not our manager. We're with Pacific Sotheby's, and he's still. Yeah, absolutely. Call him and motivate and get motivated. And he's definitely a master at negotiation and stuff like that, which helps. So
well, I'm sure he'd be very flattered to know that.
I'm sure he'll watch this later and be like,
Dina, what do you want your clients to know about you, what you hope to achieve when you're representing them? What do you want them to really know from your heart about you?
Oh, thanks. Thanks for asking. We like our clients, when we go on appointments and stuff, to read through our testimonials. I mean, I'm very detailed, professional, and fun, and want to get them through the entire transaction. Big communication, big communicator.
That's huge.
Yeah.
No?
Because being on their side, that's what I would want to know. I would want to know kind of every step of the way what's going
you
on.
Prep them.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And remember when? And then
yeah. Remember when I said that was going to happen,
you know
or
what?
it might go this way or that
and
way?
And it helps, right? It really does. When you have to make that call and you have to go, I know I told you this could happen and it really did. And then they go, yeah, but you said we could do this. And you go, yeah, that's what I'm calling.
Yeah. Like, let's navigate you through this, and it's such a roller coaster of emotions for everybody. I mean, this is the biggest purchase or sale of their lives. And that's a lot of emotions to get through, for sure.
It is. Yeah,
we like to kind of,
we are
navigate that.
We are real estate agents. We are psychologists. We are firefighters. We are airplane pilots, because you got to navigate all of that.
House cleaners sometimes.
Yes.
Fixing. My last listing, it was in Murrieta, so not that close to us. But the cleaning crew canceled on me about a half hour before. So I ran to the store, grabbed stuff, and I deep cleaned that house for staging. So
I'm sure that was fun.
Woo, I got to work out that day, but you needed to get it done.
You should have put it on social media.
Yeah. You know what? I think I have pictures, but just so much. I had pictures scheduled, staging, it was just a schedule. See, I need to post more on social media for sure.
You do. So look, this is your second office you've been at. I know you're really happy. Are you a big believer in the size of your office matters, or is it the people? What is it that you feel attracts you to either Sotheby's or a bigger office?
Yeah, well, definitely the brand recognition of being with Sotheby's. It's truly like a global, network that we have, and the agents that I work with here locally are top notch. And then we've been able to refer out and vice versa, get referrals in. And we just, I just know that my family or friends or clients that I'm referring out to, that they're going to be very well taken care of because of those, Sotheby's agents. So I'm really happy that we made this change and where we're at right now to be with this company. All of the marketing's the same throughout, the whole world. So
good for you.
I do like that. Yeah.
Oh, good. So you feel it really has made a difference. So how can a buyer or a seller get a hold of you if they wanted to either buy a house or sell a house through you? Maybe they need some advice. How could somebody get a hold of you?
Well, look for me on social media, Dina Burlage. People like to say Burlage.
I'm glad I didn't mess it up.
I've gotten Dina Burlage. Oh yeah, no, but Dina Burlage. And then also, look, I put my sign up. Call us. But for audio, call us at 949-573-1329 is our phone.
And what's your email?
My name, Dina Burlage, Dina Burlage, BURLAGE @gmail. And then also you can look for us online, dinaandtracy.com.
Excellent. And I'm looking forward to meeting Tracy as well. I am so happy that you came on today. It's been amazing seeing you. And for everybody out there, if you are watching this on YouTube, then go to Spotify or Apple iTunes or, Pandora, or any of the major podcast sites, and you can listen to this in the car as well. Dina has incredible pearls of wisdom and great teeth, by the way. You've always had incredible teeth. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
I tell you, I got to start using your dentist.
That's a whole other.
It's amazing.
That's a whole other story on my teeth. Yeah, I kind of went through. Yes.
And remember,
Thank you.
guys, like my dad always said, have an attitude of gratitude. Try to be kind to each other and do something good for one another. And that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, many of my podcast listeners have become my coaching clients. If you'd like to be a coaching client, go to my website at www.atrepodcast.com and sign up for your free 30-minute coaching evaluation at www.atrepodcast.com. And as my dad would always say, have an attitude of gratitude.